Hello guys, welcome to Tutorly. So in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to make purchases return. If you've returned something to a supplier or received money back for a previous purchase, recording it correctly helps keep your vendor balances, inventory, and financial reports accurate. If you need to record a purchase return in QuickBooks Online, the good news is that the process is pretty simple once you know which transaction type to use. The key is choosing the right workflow based on how you're getting the refund or credit from the vendor, because that affects both your books and your inventory. For example, a vendor credit, a cash refund, and a credit card refund are handled differently. So identifying how the vendor is reimbursing you is the first important step. To start recording a standard purchase return, click the Plus New button and select Vendor Error Credit. This is the form you'll use when you're returning products to a vendor and receiving a credit rather than immediate cash back. In this situation, the vendor is essentially reducing the amount you owe them or leaving a credit available for a future bill. Once the form opens, choose the correct vendor, then fill in the item details using the product you returned. Be sure to enter the quantity that was sent back. This step is important because it not only records the credit from the vendor, but also adjusts your inventory count so your stock levels stay accurate. For inventory businesses, entering the correct item and quantity is especially important because an incorrect return could cause the quantity on hand in QuickBooks to differ from your actual stock. After reviewing the details, click Save and Close. If you already have an unpaid bill from that same vendor, you can apply the vendor credit directly against it. To do that, go back to the Plus New button and click Pay Bills. Applying the credit to an existing bill allows QuickBooks to reduce the balance you still owe that vendor, instead of leaving the credit unused. In the Pay Bills window, check both the unpaid bill and the vendor credit. QuickBooks will use the credit to reduce the amount you owe, which keeps your accounts payable accurate and makes sure the return is properly connected to the original vendor balance. Before completing the transaction, it's worth checking the remaining balance so you can confirm the credit has been applied for the amount you expected. If the vendor gives you a refund by cash or check instead of leaving a credit on your account, the next step is a little different. Go to Plus New, then choose Bank Deposit. In the deposit form, select the vendor, choose the original expense account tied to the purchase, and enter the refund amount. Matching the original account helps make sure the refund offsets the expense in the appropriate place on your reports. This records the money coming back into your bank account correctly. After that, link it using Pay Bills, so the refund and the vendor credit are properly matched. That connection is what helps keep your records clean and prevents the return from sitting open unnecessarily. It also makes it easier to understand what happened later when you're reviewing vendor activity or reconciling your books. Now, if the refund goes back to your credit card, don't use a vendor credit for that situation. Instead, skip the vendor credit entirely and go straight to Plus New. Then, select Credit Card Credit. This puts the money back onto the credit card account in the correct way and avoids creating extra transactions you don't need. This is useful when a vendor reverses part or all of a previous credit card purchase directly back to the same card. As a general tip, always make sure the vendor item, account, and amount match the original purchase as closely as possible. That helps keep your reporting accurate and makes reconciliation much easier later on. It's also a good idea to compare the refund with the original receipt, bill, or purchase transaction before saving it, especially when only part of an order was returned. And that's how to record purchase returns in QuickBooks Online. Following the correct workflow based on how the refund is received helps you keep your vendor records, inventory balances, bank activity, and credit card transactions properly organized.